Okay, welcome to Sunday Night Stream. Um, so I told you guys I was working on something here, and it has been completed. This is an indicator that created with a math formula that I've developed um, in relation to ES, and so I'll kind of go over kind of what these levels mean. Obviously, I can't give you the formula. It's my math that I've worked on. But basically, I take the open and then calculate the levels based upon that open price. This indicator will be on a 2 free week trial. If you want to try it out, we'll just need your TradingView username. Um, but basically, it calculates roughly the high and low of the day based upon that open price. And so far, within forward testing and back testing, it is very accurate. Um, and you can even go back and see some historical um, prices as well. But we're going to do a 2 week free trial on that indicator, and then it'll be $50 a month. Um, you know, um, after that, after you test it. But yeah, it will be a 2 free week trial on the indicator, and then it'll be $50 a month, which I don't think is a bad price at all because one ES point will get you $50. Um, but you can also correlate it. If you trade SPX options or SPY options, you can correlate that as well. There's a built-in, well, not in this indicator, but there is an indicator in TradingView. I think it's called. Let me see if I can find it. It is, yeah, SPX SPY SPX ES price converter. So you can add that, and then that will convert whatever price you see over here. That will convert to SPX as well. So I'm gonna hide that obviously because I don't really need all those dash lines on my chart. But yeah, so this once you get to a little bit higher time, once more of the session plays out, you will have a bigger view of this. Right now you can see it's just kind of like this on the daily, but once that plays out, then get a little bit bigger view. You'll have it on. I think after the first hour, it converts and it'll do all horizontal lines. But in the interim, you can see the session. You can see at least where the price level is. So if you want to convert, just change it all the way across, you can. But if you go down to a smaller time frame, even at open, you can see where they are. So these levels will not repaint. They will not reprice anything. So it, again, because it is based upon the open price, these levels do not repaint. Um, so it'll be fixed for the entire 23 hour session. Uh, I'll drop a link to the Discord, to my Discord, and once you're in the Discord, you'll be able to, to get the link from there. Um, this is my math, but one of my friends actually coded the indicator for my math with this. And so he'll have to grant everyone access to the indicator. But again, we're going to give everyone a 2 free week trial, and then it'll be $50 a month afterwards, to keep access to the indicator. But again, these levels do not repaint. So if you want to even give it a shot, you could go ahead and um, do that. So it's the open price is 64.93. Then I've got the first level up would be 64.98, 65.02, 65.08, 65.23. And then I got one up there at 65.43, and then 65.53. Um, to your bottom levels, you're gonna have 6478, um 6462 or 63, 6443, 6433. um should be there, close to bottom. So again, these levels will stay priced for the entire session. They will reprice again on Monday at open. So each day at open, this auto calculates for you, and you'll be able to use it based upon your trading style there. So, not going to tell you what to do. Obviously, that's up to you as to how you use the indicator. But forward and back testing, the math is fairly accurate. And no, I will not answer questions about how I calculated the math. That's my work. It's taken several months to perfect this. So, but I've been working a long time to try to perfect this math. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. Um, just a whole bunch of math. I only have it calculated out for ES, not NQ. NQ is much harder to calculate because it moves faster and farther. Um, I've gotten fairly close. I've gotten fairly close to um calculating NQ, but not close enough to do an indicator. Sorry, I'll be right back. We are definitely opening inside, so if you know how to play an inside bar, you can do well. The first hour I think was outside. Let me look. First 15 minutes was outside, then two down, and looks like this one went two down as well, but they're trying to buy it a little bit. So I do have a buy here at 78. I don't know if that'll fill or not. I'd really like to get filled a little bit lower, maybe there at 70, 75 and a half. Let's see if I get filled if we push down through here. Okay, I don't know why it keeps saying that my YouTube isn't getting enough data for smooth streaming. So I don't know. Maybe that'll Okay, I guess it fixed itself. I don't know. That's weird, but anyway. Um, Here, I'm gonna open Discord in a separate window, and I'll drop the link for the Discord, and then um you guys can come in and use. So you can still use these levels like this, but until it gets almost like a full hour of data, it's not gonna put them all the way horizontally across. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not. I'll just have to talk to the guy who developed the indicator for me. So, but I'll open the I'll open the Discord in a new link or a new window, and then I'll drop this link here in the chat, and you guys can join the Discord. But um, I'm gonna turn my microphone off until my dog stops barking. Somebody came in the house, so she's barking. Okay, I just dropped the Discord link there, so you guys can feel free to join the Discord. That is in chat there. I'll also try to put it in the description of the video once the video goes up. And but yeah, so you guys, like I said, we're going to give a 2 week free trial to this indicator, and then it'll be $50 a month to keep the access to it. But if you guys just want to write down these levels for now from today's stream, you're welcome to do so, and then you can test them out for yourself. Um, and then if you want to try out the indicator later, that's totally fine. So 64 65 53, 65 43, 65 23, 6508, 6502, 6498, 6493 is the open price for tonight. 6488, 6484, 6478, 6480 or 6463, 6443, and 6433. um and yeah, can't obviously cannot tell you how to trade these levels. That is going to be up to you and your trading style. I am just providing some information. These educational purposes only, yada yada. um Obviously, stream is on a delay, so definitely do not follow anyone on YouTube when it comes to trades. We got a little bit of chai tea going on tonight. Got our red and green poker chips. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna buy a. Let's see here. Guys, also, besides, doing a trial to the indicator and subscribing to the indicator, the best way to support my channel is to use my Apex code, blue, and that'll get you 50% or 80% off right now. I think they're still doing the 80% off sale. I think. I guess I should find out. Let's find out. Shoot. Get get something for that. I hate sometimes I hate two-factor authentication. Okay. Um, Sorry, I needed to read something there. That was very interesting. Okay. If you sorry, I just needed to comprehend something there. So, if you're just now tuning into the stream, I have forward tested and back tested this new indicator, and it is based upon a math formula that I have created and come up with, and one of my friends coded it for me. So, uh, we've partnered. He's been a really great friend to me for about 5 6 years now, and so I knew I could trust him to make the indicator for me. Um, and yeah, I don't know why my stream keeps saying that it's not getting enough data. All right, so I apologize if it's kind of buffering a little bit, but anyway, we're gonna give a free 2 week trial to the indicator, and then after that, it's gonna be $50 a month, not repaint. I feel like that is super, super important. So every day at 5 o'clock, these levels are going to appear, or maybe a couple minutes after 5, because it needs the open data price. These levels will appear on your chart. And again, obviously can't tell you how, but I know how I trade them. So I feel like it is extremely worth $50 because you can make one ES point on $50, um, and that's paid for the month. So, Wendy, don't worry, you'll be getting a trial, for sure. He's the one that controls access to the indicator at the moment. He's with his family on Sundays, so I have already sent him a list of people who want to try it, and he'll grant you guys access, sometime this week. Probably later tonight or sometime early morning. And then all you do is you just go into your indicators, and then it'll say invite only. You click on that, and then it'll appear. But for those of you, excuse me, not in the Discord, you can. Um, I dropped a link to the Discord. You can get in the Discord that way, and then we'll grant you access to the indicator, and you'll be able to trial it free for 2 weeks. But in the interim, if you guys just want internet going out, gonna make you switch to ES. I prefer it. Um, the thing about NQ, I feel like you can make your money faster, right? But you can also lose it a lot faster. Um, whereas you might make $50 on ES, you're probably gonna make 100 and something on NQ in that same time frame. However, ES is more forgiving, so I guess it's a balancing act. Um, technically, you would only need about 5 points at ES to be done with your day. I mean, that's $250. So if you get one of these from 64.88 and you run it up to 64.88 or 64.84 to 88, I mean, that's 4 points. You can pretty much be done for your day. Unless you want to be a little greedy. But I pretty much have set levels at or I set limit orders at these levels, and then I just let the limit orders fill. I mean, you can see right here we opened here, and then we've come from 64.93. We went through this price level here at 84. So even if you'd have played this right at open, which I did, however, I discovered I was on the wrong account in Quant Tower. Pissed, to say the least. If we come back up through 82 and 82 and a half, probably going to target 85 back to the upside. Um, yeah, probably going to target 85 back to the upside. ES likes whole numbers. I mean, it just does. It just likes whole numbers. Let's just, come on. I don't really like trading. I could use a strap principle here from 81, call 81 my bottom, and then back up through 80, potentially 85. So, we're just going to go ahead and do that right here. I'll open this DOM. Oh, Lord, I didn't mean to do two. Good Lord, what happened? Crap. I don't know how I got in two right there. I meant to just hit one. If I can get out of one here. I don't really want to flatten, but I definitely want to get out of one. I didn't get into two minis. That's kind of crazy. Okay, good. It got me out of one. My goodness. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Now I'm going to set on the DOM. I'm going to get one out at right at 85. Here we go. All right. So just kind of play back up to 85. We'll see if we can get a little push here. Um, Back up to 85. I'm gonna set my stop here at 81. Try to make this DOM a little bit skinnier. I prefer trading on the depth of market. I just feel like I can see things better. You don't know is I can't tell if Apex is still running that 80% off sale or not. Let's see. I'm not super confident in this long right here. Um, Especially if they do a TTO here on this 15-minute time frame. We are coming up on a new hour, so we could get a little bit of pullback here. Usually happens, around the start of a new hour. Let's see. I can't tell if they're doing 80% off. Yep, 3 more days. So you got 3 more days to take advantage of their 80% off sale. I'm really hoping for Labor Day they do 90%. I obviously don't know if they will or not, but I'm really hoping they do. All right, there's your new hour candle. New 15-minute. All right, I'm actually gonna close this trade. I know it's kind of wussy, but I need to go get something, and I don't want this trade to turn into a loser. Um, we should go 2 up on this, but I think I'm gonna get out of this trade for now, and I'll come back here in just a minute. Something's really got me congested, so I need to um I need to take care of something here. Well, that's what I was afraid was gonna happen. Shit. Um, this should just be a little bit of a gap fill, fair value gap fill. Let's just see what happens here. Here you guys can see these levels on the I'm gonna have to translate them and put them over in Quant Tower, but there they are right there for Trading View. That's interesting. I don't know if there's a little bit of delay on Trading View or Quant Tower. Because they're showing a little bit different pricing, so I'm just kind of curious where the delay's coming from. Either way, I'm going to get out of this trade here because I need to go take care of this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, hi. Now you can see me again. Okay, so you guys see how that touched that right at that um 64.84, and then now we're instantly down like 1 point. Um yeah, so each of these levels, again, you're going to have to use them at your own discretion, obviously. But each of these levels, I use them as turning points or bounce points. And so, yeah, every day these will be calculated for you with this indicator right at the open. Maybe a couple minutes after, it's got to get the data, obviously, but it'll be calculated at the open and then placed upon your trading view chart. And yep, so that's how I use them. Forward testing and back testing, they have been working fantastic. The Strat calls this a mother bar, so really, I mean, until we get out of this, probably gonna chop around tonight. That open and flush really was the play, opinion. I traded it on the wrong account on Quant Tower. I put my Topstep X account in Quant Tower and didn't realize I was trading a combine. So I meant to trade the XFA and didn't. It's the first time I've put the Topstep X into Quant Tower, so I guess I got that going for my defense. But yeah, I kind of screwed that up there tonight. So yeah, I've dropped a Discord link in the chat. Um, and you can join the Discord. We're gonna give a 2 free week trial to the indicator, and then it'll be $50 a month after that. Um, Fahim says, "Hey, I've never done forex. How can I learn and invest and trade money?" I don't trade forex. I trade futures. And I use prop firms for that. I use Apex Topstep. It's pretty much the only two I use. Probably going to give another shot to Take Profit Trader here soon. Just because I like their daily payout method. And yeah, so we'll see if we can get a push through this 84 level here. Um, Sitting at about 83 and a half right now, but looking for a potential push here through this 84 level. And then I would target 88 as the next level up. Yeah, Fahim, sorry, I don't trade forex at all, man. This is the ES futures. It's pretty much the only thing that I'm focusing on these days. I do still trade some options from time to time, but um, I've just found that being able to sit down and focus on one instrument is much, much better for me. How much do I earn? I'm not going to tell you that. How can you get started? Go to one of the prop firm websites, Topstep or Apex, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader. Let's see what else is out there. I don't know. There's like 15,000 of them these days, it seems like. But the ones I recommend is Topstep, Apex, Take Profit Trader, and My Funded Futures. I think I mean, there's more obviously, but those are the ones. Those are the only ones that I trade. I think there's one called Top One. There's day traders. There's I don't know. It's an overwhelming list these days. It seems. So I just try to stick to the ones that I know and I'm familiar with, and rules that I can can live with. It just depends on your trading style, that sort of thing. So, I actually prefer Top Steps rules because they don't have many. So not much happening, guys. Just chopping around here. Till we get a little more movement. I'm not really super interested in getting involved right now. We can't seem to get above 84 at the moment. Um, but if we do, I would be looking for a potential push up towards 88. If we don't, I am at some point looking for a trade down to 78. I do have an order down there at 78 to go long off of that level, but if we break through it, then I've got another order long down there around 63. This 5 minute candle looks like it could potentially go outside, where it takes out both sides of that previous candle there. We did go up, but now they're trying to come down back through it. So we could potentially target about 81 there to the downside, and then if it keeps going, some around 78. So, but this is an outside candle that looks like it is trying to form here on the 5 minute on ES, and we'll just have to see what happens here. It's almost neck and neck, almost two double insides actually, here on this 5 minute. So actually, I thought we were going to get an outside candle, but it didn't break above 84 and a half. So it would have to break above 84 and a half to be considered out. It would be two up actually. It doesn't look like it actually took out the low. It did not. It touched it and then bounced. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord. Like I said, we're going to give two free week trial to the indicator, and then it'll be $50 a month after. And but one ES point will easily pay for your month subscription. So I don't feel like it's too much to charge at all. And I felt like 100 would be a little too much, but I felt like 20 was too little. So we're gonna price it at $50 for the month for the indicator. If you go back, I don't know why. Let's see, where was there was one plot I needed added in, so hopefully my cohort is going to add that. And but yeah, he's the one. He just took my math and then designed the indicator. But this is Friday's price action, so you can see where it bounced off the lower levels, especially around about 2, 3 in the morning. It bounced off one of these lower levels we have, and then just shot straight up. So, if you depending on how you trade, that was a monster day. On this was, let's see, was this Thursday's price action? I think we've got it marked off here. Yeah, so this was Wednesday's. Was this Wednesday, Thursday? This was Friday, so Thursday here. This was Thursday's price action, so you can again see how accurate this indicator was throughout the entire session there on Thursday. Uh, this is Wednesday's price action, so again you can see each of these levels. Price hit, bounced off of, and so each day will, you can go back several days. You can see how accurate the indicator has been throughout all these days as well. So yeah, I don't think $50 is too much to ask for an indicator that's fairly accurate. Again, I can't tell you how to trade. You have to make those decisions for yourself. But yeah, these levels are calculated for you every day at open. You do not need to do anything with them. And just, depending on your style of trading, you have to decide how you're going to use them. So So yeah, just chopping around here um, in this range. So again, I'm not interested in getting involved in this at the moment. Um, until we can break out of the range and hit one of the levels. I will say that having these levels has helped me a lot just in my own trading, because I rather than trying to trade everything, I just wait until it hits the level, and then trade from there. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. You can use my Apex code Blues Trades to get you 80% off right now. They're running that sale for another 3 days. I'm really hoping that Labor Day sees a 90% off sale, so I really want to grab a 300K. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. Again, feel free to use my Apex code Blues Trades. I did drop a link to the Discord in the chat, so you can join the Discord. That is a free Discord, by the way. And like I said, we're going to give you a 2 free week trial to the indicator, and then it'll be $50 a month afterwards, for it. So, all right. Hope everyone has a fantastic week. Probably do some streams throughout the week as well, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Hope everyone has a great night. Take care.